Hey guys, welcome back. It is opening night. This is the start of our, fourth season, I believe? Yeah, the start of our fourth season. We missed the playoffs in our first season. We made the Stanley Cup final in our second season. This is our fifth season then, right? Yeah, let's go back and look. Where am I going? History. So we started here. Yeah, this was our first season. Yeah, so we're going into our fifth season. So we missed the playoffs, made the Stanley Cup finals, had the best record in the league, advanced to the Eastern Conference the Eastern Conference Finals. Here last year we made it. We got knocked out in the first round by Detroit. I don't know who Steve Elaine is. Okay, well that's wrong. That's a bug. All right, so we are about ready. I think we're going to jump into our first game against Montreal, right? Yeah. Seattle made a couple of deals, traded a couple of their defensemen. Carter Berger, a 25-year-old, 2.5-star defenseman for a third-round pick. And they traded Dennis Cholowski, who's a 2.5-star defenseman, to the Canadiens for a third-round pick. So they picked up 2 third-round picks. They're not nearly as strong this year as they were last year, if you look at their team. Not nearly as strong. Looks like they had some salary cap issues that they needed to work through. So still really solid defensively, but offensively they're a little bit limited. You can see here they have a couple of half-star players in their lineup. So not expecting as much out of the Kraken this year, but we're not worried about them. So we're going to sim ahead to our first game against the Canadiens. And we've got some stuff that we have to worry about this year too. We've got McAvoy up for contract, new acquisition Ivan Provorov, who is up for a new contract as well. And those were the only 2 names that I remember. There were a whole bunch, but those are the 2 that stood out. Billy Constantinu claimed by the Maple Leafs. That's fine. Yeah. McAvoy, Newhook, Eklund, Provorov, Fox, Marchand, Stamkos, Vakanainen, Bachfist, Beecher. Yeah, there's a lot of people there that we can get the easy ones out of the way first, though. Wow, he wants $3.5 million already. That's not quite as easy as I thought. Eklund wants $2.5 million. Oh man, that's gonna be so much money. $6 million for Fox. Provorov wants 7.2. McAvoy wants 8.2. Oof. What about Beecher? What does he want? 2.4 for 3. Bachfist wants 3.4. Yeah, he's going to be a rental. I don't know that we're going to be able to sign all these people. We may have to make decisions. Vakanainen wants 4.3 for 1 year. Oof. All right, that's gonna be a problem. We will sort through it though. We'll figure it out as we can. So yeah. We'll figure it out through the course of the season. We got a little bit of money, not a ton. We got $34 million if we look at our cap obligations. Stamkos, Marchand come off the books. Yeah, I mean, we got $34 million to try to bring back Eklund, Newhook, Beecher, McAvoy, Provorov, and Fox. So it might be time to move on from Carlo. We may have to move on from Brandon Carlo this year. We're almost definitely going to have to move on from Charlie Coyle. We're going to have to figure that out. He's on the trade block. If we get anything of value for him towards the end of the season or towards the trade deadline, we may do it just to clear the cap space. But that's a problem for another day. So let's sim ahead up to our next game, which is October 10th. An interesting player on waivers. Who's on waivers? Maybe we can get a cheap replacement there. Nope, nothing good. Kevin Shattenkirk placed on waivers by the Philadelphia Flyers. All right. Next game. So we're going to do the Canadiens, and then I haven't looked ahead, so I don't know what we're going to be doing. I don't know what we're going to be doing, what game we're going to be playing next. We'll look and see what the schedule holds and sort of figure it out from there. Anders Olsen is back. Let's move him to the active roster. Then we have to go back to the roster and send him to Providence. Hopefully he can develop. If he can develop, then it won't hurt as much losing Carlo. Anaheim and Chicago make a deal. Brandon Tracy, that's a good deal for the Blackhawks for a third-round pick, 2.5-star, 3.5-star. Minnesota and Vancouver. William Carrier goes to the Canucks from the Wild. Season preview. We are the early Stanley Cup favorites. Good for us. And Jaden Struble was waived by C. 23 points. He's only 23 years old. We're going to put a claim in on him. And then we'll try to send him down and see if we can do it. So, trying to outthink the game here. So, let's sim ahead. I know. I just put in a claim on him. Next game. Yeah, and I'm sorry if you can hear the background noise. I fidget a lot. I can't sit still. It's just a thing of mine. Too many active players. All right, that's fine. So we are going to try to send Struble to Providence. We'll see if anybody takes him. If someone takes him, someone takes him. It was worth a shot. All right. So we need to go to the next game. Payroll exceeds the... okay. I thought this might be a problem. So we need to cut about $1 million. So let's, why can't I shop him? That only reduces it by $358,000. That doesn't help me. Pastrnak, Coyle, Couturier, Stamkos, Marchand, Bean, Fox. I mean, it's Johnson. And I'm still over the cap. All right. So we'll send Cole Miller down too. All right, so now we're under the cap. We had to put both of those defensemen on waivers. That sucks. Hopefully they both make it through. And we are definitely going to have to make a move here at some point from the looks of things. Peyton Krebs, 4 points, along with Austin Matthews and, is that Nate Robertson? All right, so we're going to take on the Canadiens. So let's go here. Yeah, the Capitals claimed Ryan Johnson. And Struble went to the Avalanche, so we didn't get either of them. That kind of stinks, but it is what it is. I mean, we're up against it. We've spent some money, and now we're gonna have to, the tax collector comes calling, or as they say. So let's play this game. Marchand, Couturier, Pastrnak, Newhook, Stamkos, Wallstrom, Eklund, Coyle, Gunther, Cristal, Beecher, Kamel, McAvoy, Fox, Provorov, Bean, Vakanainen, Carlo. In net for us is Blackwood is going to get the start in the first game of the year. Carey Price in goal for them. Arturi Letkinen is still considered their top player. So let's go. Let's play this rivalry game. Opening night against the Montreal Canadiens. Yeah, and then I'll sim ahead, a month or whatever, 3 weeks, and we'll play another game. And that'll be the episode. So we'll get the first month or so in here. And, yeah, just like we normally do. Play a month and a half per episode. So that gets us through a season and like 3 or 4 episodes, which is, I think, what I consider good. Maybe you guys think it's too slow, or maybe you think it's too fast. I don't know. But that's what I think is good. But Ivan Provorov is going to go for tripping. An inauspicious start for the Bruins' new defenseman. And Montreal scores. Leon Gawanke from Cole Caulfield. So we're down 1-0 early. Not a great start. Hopefully we can get that game-tying goal here shortly. I certainly don't want to lose to the Canadiens on opening night. We have the much better roster. We looked at that in the last episode as we ice it. Let's see if we can get that game-tying goal on Carey Price. Eklund for unsportsmanlike conduct. And we're shorthanded again. Ugh. Montreal is really handing it to us here early. Couturier has the puck, has it blocked. Save by Blackwood. And Eklund's out of the box now. We're not getting any offense early here. Here comes Marchand. And Carlo's going to go for tripping. So we're going to be shorthanded for a third time in the first 9 minutes of our first game of the year. Not really the way you'd want to start, but let's see if we can avoid going down 2-0. Brad's able to get it out to center ice. Yeah, and I think this will be Marchand's last season with the team. He wants, what, $5 million or something next year? Jake Bean for holding. Come on. Win the draw. So we've been shorthanded 4 times here already. The reason we're not getting any offense. There we go. Lekkinen goes for tripping. So at least we're going to be 4-on-4 for the next minute. And then we'll have a short power play. Blackwood's looked pretty good so far. That was a concern of mine, was the goaltending. Even though from a ratings perspective, our goalies are pretty good. So there was an opportunity from Couturier. Nothing doing on the power play for us there. Stamkos scores in his first game as a Bruin from Newhook and McAvoy. There we go. Stamkos gets us on the board. It's 1-1. And that was one of the things we were missing last year, was production from that second line. It was a down year. It was DeBrusk, Giroux, and Wallstrom. So hopefully this year, Newhook moving up a slot with the veteran Stamkos as our second line center. Hopefully we can get a little more production out of that second line. I think first line will be fine with Pasternak, Couturier, and Marchand. But we need some additional production from the second line. And we got it here early. So Beecher's going to go for slashing. It's our 5th penalty of the first period. Couturier for high sticking. So now we're going to be 2 men down for a minute 42. 6 penalties in the first period. Shot goes wide. Another 30 seconds on the 5-on-3. We take it away there. So we're able to kill off the 5-on-3. We kill off the 5-on-4. So we've killed off 6 penalties in the first period. We're being outshot 12-6, as can be expected with the number of penalty minutes we've had here in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-minute penalties in the first period. And we walk out of it tied at 1. So can't be too fussed about that. And they score 29 seconds into the period. Luke McNamara from Jesperi Kotkaniemi and Josh Brook. So that's not a good start to the second. Against a Montreal team that doesn't have very good ratings top to bottom. But we are on the road, so it's not that big of a surprise that Montreal's playing us tough. And it's the Canadiens, so, Bruins, Canadiens, it's a thing. Okay, hold on to another save by Price. Our only goal of the game scored by newcomer Steven Stamkos. Number 91 in the blue and gold. Here comes Pasternak. Over to Marchand. That puck is blocked. Marchand gets it back. And Kotkaniemi is going to go for tripping, so we're on the power play now. Ooh, cleared out. Should attempt right in the slot was saved by Price. And we tie it on the power play. Pasternak from Marchand and Kamel. So very nice. David Pasternak picks up his first goal of the season on the power play. And it's 2-2. Way out of his crease comes Swayman. And we take the lead. Is that Wahlstrom? Yeah, Wahlstrom from Gunther and Carlo. That was really nice. Come right back with another even strength goal. So Oliver Wahlstrom, who had a difficult year last year after being really strong for us. We picked him up at the trade deadline for Timo Meier in our, I guess that would have been our third season. And he was really, really good in that half season / playoffs. But it was on that second line that struggled last year. So good start to the season for him. Couturier with the shot held on to by Price. It's behind the net. Vakanainen up ahead to Carlo. Stamkos. Shot is saved by Price. Six minutes left in the second. We're up 3-2. Montreal took the lead, 30 seconds into the second period? But a power play goal by Pasternak, and then Wahlstrom with a goal immediately after that. And we score again. So Couturier from Marchand and Kamel picks up his second assist of the game. He's played really well. Couturier, his first goal of the game. Marchand's got 2 assists, and we're up 4-2. Offense clicking here in the second. 3 goals. Just need Blackwood to continue to plug away, and he's done pretty well. Got peppered in that first period when we committed 6 penalties. There's a save by Blackwood. And another goal. Who's that? Is that Coyle? Yeah, Charlie Coyle from Cristal and Gunther, and it's 5-0. Dylan Gunther with 2 assists in this first game of the year. Charlie Coyle making a bid to not get traded. And we have thoroughly dominated this second period as we've outscored Montreal 4-1. We gave up a goal 30 seconds into the period and then came back with 4 unanswered goals immediately after that. Or not, I guess not immediately after that, but after that. Final 30 seconds of the period. Here's Coyle. Down the other way, save by Blackwood, and we go to the third, up 5-2. We're still being outshot, 21-19, but 5 goals on 19 shots on Carey Price. 5 different goal scorers. Coyle, Couturier, Wahlstrom, Pasternak, and Stamkos, and we're up 5-2. Montreal trying to climb back into this one. And the puck is deflected out of play. 17 minutes left. Shot from the point. Beats Price again. Ivan Provorov says unassisted, but it sure looked like that pass came from Coyle. So we'll have to see if he gets an assist after the fact. But we've put a 6 spot up on Carey Price. 5 unanswered goals after trailing at 2-1. Shot goes wide. Save by Price. And I've said this before, but I like the way they changed the numbers on the jerseys. It makes it so much easier to see who's got the puck. If I remember who the numbers are, of course. But before, the numbers were buried underneath the puck, so it was hard to see. Held on to by Blackwood. 4-goal lead for the Bruins as we look for the extra point here, up 6-2. And I'm really hoping that Blackwood can hold it to 2. There's such a huge difference in stats between, especially early on. I mean, small sample size, but it's so much different to walk out of a game allowing 2 goals and having a .920 save percentage than allowing 3 goals and having a .900 save percentage. So I know it's just one game, but it's nice to see those stats looking good after game 1. So. That was a 4-on-1, and Price was able to hold on to that one. Bruins puck, Coyle with it now. I think that's Letkinen, 95. Save Blackwood. Down to 7 minutes left. Bruins with a 4-goal lead. Nice offensive output for us here on opening night. Jeff Petry's going to go for holding, and we're going to be a man up. We win the draw. Cleared out, though, by Montreal. McAvoy up ahead. Breakaway opportunity is saved. And Montreal is able to get it out, and that will just about do it as they score shorthanded. That's what I was... See, this is what I'm talking about. Mason McTavish from Suzuki and Chalowski. He gets up 22 out of 24. His save percentage was 9, whatever that is, 910. Gives up 2 goals. Now it's at 885, and he's given up 3 goals. So it doesn't... You know, it's all mental, but it doesn't look nearly as good. So we get our 7th goal right back. Newhook from Pasternak and Stamkos. So Stamkos and Pasternak each with a goal and an assist. Same with Newhook. And we're up 7-3. So we have blown the lid off of the Canadiens here on opening night. Save Blackwood. Stamkos, shot is held on to. Price makes the save, gets the Bronx cheer from the crowd. 2.5 minutes left. Bruins up 4. Saved by Blackwood. That's what I like to see, those easy shots to build up McKenzie's save percentage. There's a breakaway opportunity, and we put up an 8 spot in the first game of the year as Joakim Kamel picks up his 3rd point of the game, first goal from Beecher, and it's 8-3 here on opening night. And it's iced by Montreal with under a minute left. Bruins looking for 9, and they don't get it. And this one is going to end 8-3. So Blackwood ended up stopping 26 out of 29. I'll take it. Provorov got the Star Player Award. Rough start, penalty right off the bat, but 76 game rating for him. So yeah, we got down 1-0. Gawanke on the power play from Caulfield and Gallagher. Then Stamkos would tie it. A ton of penalties in that first period. McNamara would score to make it 2-1. Then we rattled off 4 straight. Pasternak, Wahlstrom, Couturier, Coyle. Provorov's goal would be unassisted. McTavish would get an even strength, and then Newhook and Kamel would round out the scoring. A lot of good ratings. Actually, not really. Had a 76, a 70, and then that was about it. Even Kamel, who had 3 points, only ended up with an 80. So he had 3 points. Gunther had 2. Pasternak had 2, Stamkos had 2, Newhook had 2, McAvoy had 2, Marchand had 2. Good game, 897 save percentage for Blackwood. And that does it for game number 1. So I'm going to sim ahead to... Do I want to go right to the end of the month? We'll go to the Friday the 1st here against Pittsburgh. We'll play that game against Pittsburgh. So I will be back on Friday, November 1st, and we will play the Penguins. So hang tight. Be right back. All right. All right, we're back. It is Friday, November 1st, and we're about ready to take on the Pittsburgh Penguins, and you can see it hasn't been a great start to the month, or a great start to the year at 5-6. Eklund got better at fighting. Marchand continues to drop here a little bit, but he's still a point-a-game guy. Let's take a look at standings really quickly. We are currently in 6th in the Atlantic, 7 games behind Tampa Bay. We're not even in a playoff. We're nowhere near a playoff right now. We're in 14th place. Sorry about that. Text message from the wife. So yeah, we're in 14th place. You know, we're only 3 games out of a playoff spot, but it hasn't been a great start to the year for us. And again, you'll see a lot of that is, some of that's offensively. Stamkos leads us with 14 points in 11 games. Newhook's got 10. But the top line's struggling. Pasternak's only got 7 points. Marchand's only got 7 points. Couturier's only got 7 points. So that top line is not getting it done right now. Gunther was hurt for a bit. A lot of minuses on that list. That's not good. Eklund continues to struggle. 2 points in 11 games. He's a -6. Coyle's a -5. Jake Bean got hurt for a bit. Is he still hurt? No, he's not, so I can put him back in the lineup. Zadorov actually came up and did pretty well. He had a 2-goal game for us. But we will replace him with Jake Bean. And then our goaltending situation, as always, has been atrocious. Mackenzie Blackwood, 1-4 with a 4.06 goals against average. Jeremy Swayman's been really good, 2.28 and a 9.20, but Blackwood has been terrible. So let's go in and do that. And we're going to limit how much he plays because he hasn't been very good. Do we have any goaltending prospects that might be ready? Ferguson, he's having a better second season than he did his first season, but he's just not ready. And I don't think we have anybody down here. Yeah. No. All right. So we're sticking with what we have for now. It hasn't been good. Has not been good. Let's look at upcoming free agents and let's try to lock down. I think our 2 main ones, Newhook and McAvoy. Let's lock those guys down first. Let's see if we can shave a little bit. He only wanted 2 years, so let's see if. Yeah, see, you can't really negotiate with these guys at all, so that's fine. So we'll give him what he asks for. McAvoy wants 8.2 for 7. We may move on from Fox because I don't know that we can swing $6 million for him either. Eklund has not been good. Just hasn't been good. He had 18 points in his first season. Only had 6 in 44 games last year and only 2 in 11 so far this year. So we're going to hold off on him. McAvoy has been a rock for us. We got to bring him back. Last year was a down year for him. Only 33 points in 80 games. But he's good for 40-ish points. And you can see a couple of years ago, the year we went to the Stanley Cup Finals, he was a plus 46. So we are going to... So he wants 8.2. Can we get him for 8? Can we get him for 8 flat? Actually, I think in order to do that, we probably need to do this. For 7 years. 8.1. So if we bump that up to that. He wants a no movement clause. Okay. All right. So we're going to lock McAvoy down for 7 years at basically $8 million. It's a lot of money, but yeah, it's a lot of money. There is no but. It's just a lot of money. So we are going to have to we're going to have some decisions to make this year. And unfortunately, we've given a lot of these guys no movement clauses. So it's going to be hard. But let's play this game against Pittsburgh and see if we can bounce back. Marchand, Couturier, Pasternak, Newhook, Stamkos, Wahlstrom, Eklund, Coyle, Gunther, Cristal, Beecher, Kamel, McAvoy, Fox, Provorov, Bean, Vakanainen, and Carlo, and Swayman is going to get the start because Blackwood has been bad. So we take on the Pittsburgh Penguins. I don't think we've played Pittsburgh yet in our series here. We're in black this time. So you just have to assume that we have the puck if you can't see it. Shot goes behind the net. And Wahlstrom goes in offsides. That's a good start to the game right there. That's Andrew Cristall from Pasternak and Coyle. A couple minutes into the game, I think that's Cristall's first goal of the season. So good start to the game. So we play a whole lot better than we sim. It's weird. Unless it's the playoffs, and then we lose in tragic fashion. Save held on to by Swayman. Pasternak with the puck. I didn't look at Pittsburgh stats. We should look and see how Crosby has, how he's done over the first 4 years of our simulation here. I mean, this really is that make or break season for us. I think starting next year, we're not going to be as deep. A lot of those draft picks that we had from the first season are starting to cost us some money. So. Yeah, we're just not going to be as deep. So we are going to have to be better with the draft, maybe a little bit smarter in free agency, maybe not go after that big second-line center like we've done each of the last 2 years. Save by Swayman. And the other thing is that, doing this with the fog of war on makes, your player assessment harder. And we score again, so that's good. New hook from Stamkos. Makes player assessment a little bit harder too because you're not, you don't have all of those ratings to go on. You're basically going off what your scout says about them and their stats. Clayton Phillips for interference. We're going to want the man advantage. Yeah, so you're going on stats and what your scout says. There are no ratings, which I think is fairly realistic, and we score on the power play. So big first period. Couturier from Kamel and McAvoy, and we are up 3-0 here in the first. Be nice to maintain that and not give one back here in the first. Cristall's going to go for unsportsmanlike, so we're going to be a man down. We're able to get the puck out. Marchand with it. Has it taken away. Yeah, you have to assume that top line is going to bounce back from a point production standpoint. Only 7 points for all 3 players on that top line. You have to assume that they're going to come around. And when they do, the offense should pick up. And if Swayman continues to play well, that's a good sign. It's just Blackwood has been just awful. Absolutely awful. 2 saves by Swayman there. We might very well be done with the Mackenzie Blackwood experiment here. It might be time to move on from him and maybe bring in a veteran backup who's got proven and we score again. Coyle from Eklund and Gunther. So we are pouring it on here in the first period. Yeah, maybe bring in a veteran goalie who's got the proven numbers, even if his ratings aren't quite as good. Because again, it's all about It's all about what the scouts say and the stats. And the stats tell me Mackenzie Blackwood's been terrible. So, maybe we move on and we pick up a 2-star goalie who's got better stats, and we can bring along a prospect because we're giving up a 4-star goalie for a 2-star. So that's something to consider. Edmondson for high sticking, so we go back on the man advantage with a 4-goal lead. Pittsburgh's able to get that one out. I think they're without Malkin. Malkin, I think, signed with... He may have retired already, but I think he may have signed with somebody else after the first season. Maybe after the second. Pittsburgh is going to kill off this man advantage. And Provorov ices it. Yeah, I like that we're getting some balance out of our scoring. Last year we were so, just like the Bruins in real life, we were so dependent on our top line to get points for us. And this year it's been spread out a little bit more. But it'll be nice to have that top line actually start to provide some goal scoring. Hartman for unsportsmanlike, so we're going to go on the power play again. We're 1 for 2. See if we can make this a 5-goal lead. Pittsburgh takes the puck there. That one is cleared out. Right back in, save made, and that will do it for the power play. Couple of shots right at the end of the power play, though. That dangerous minute, as Jack calls it, once the power play is up. Brandon Tanev, and a major injury, a rotator cuff strain, but he'll play the rest of the game because he's a hockey player. That's a bug that FHM needs to sort out. A player gets injured, and they manage to play through the rest of the game. McAvoy goes for holding. First minute of the power play is killed off, and it looks like we're going to be able to kill off the rest of it here as the puck is going to trickle down to the red line. Shot goes wide, and Matheson for unsportsmanlike conduct. So we go right back on the power play. 4-goal first period for us. Nothing here in the second so far. And that's it for the power play. So a good opportunity for Stamkos towards the end, but nothing doing. So a minute and a half left in the second. Swayman makes a couple of saves. Three shots on goal right at the end of the period. We're out shooting Pittsburgh 30-15 here through 2 periods. We have absolutely dominated this hockey game. Let's see if we can hold on. That one's going to be iced by the Bruins. That one's going to be iced by Pittsburgh. So Stamkos has been a nice addition, leads the team in scoring. It's kind of what we were hoping for out of Giroux last year, although he's not. Giroux's not as big of a point guy as Stamkos is. So it's nice to have him in there. I mean, he's making a lot of money, but it's nice to have him in there this year when we can afford it. It's clearly a 1-year thing, but for the 1 year, it's working so far. I wonder if my top-line production is suffering because Marchand is starting to slip in terms of his ratings. We'll have to take a look at that. Shot save. That one's saved by Swayman. Pasternak has it. Shot is kicked out. Deflected into the stands. I don't want to break up that first line because the chemistry is so good, but I mean, if the first line continues to not perform, it's something you got to consider. You can't have your top line, not scoring, especially when you've got someone like David Pasternak who's good for 40 every year. Midway through the third, still 4-0. All 4 goals scored in the first period. 2 more saves by Swayman. Pastrnak has the breakaway stopped. That one is iced. So we're under 9 now. That one is going to be icing as well. So we've got, I've mentioned this in the last couple episodes, but we're going to be going to probably 5 different Let's Plays a week. Once Out of the Park Baseball is out tomorrow. I'm going to have 2 separate Let's Plays, one on the GM Games channel, which is going to be with the Colorado Rockies, and then one which is still yet to be determined on my channel, as Pastrnak buries that one, from Vakanainen and Carlo to put us up 5. To still be determined. I got a couple of teams that are in play here. It looks like Detroit and Kansas City are the 2 finalists. I'll make that decision before I record the video tomorrow night. But what that means is that all of my other series, this one and my 2 Draft Day Sports series, are going to be, they're still going to be going on, but because I'm going to be basically doing a video a day, now instead of getting one of those videos every 3 days, you're going to get one every 4 or 5 days. There may be days where I can record a couple of videos if Ronnie Attard goes for cross-checking. If I don't have anything going on and I can record a couple videos in a day, I'll do that. But chances are you're going to be getting one every 5 days or so of each series. I figure that'll keep them fresh, and that'll keep them, you won't get inundated and tired of a particular team because, we win 5-0. I just realized the game ended. Because, you play the same series 3 times in a week or something. So, all right, we win 5-0. We improved to 6-6 on the year. 4 goals in the first. Cristal, Newhook, Couturier, Coyle. Nothing in the second. And then in the third, Pastrnak from Vakanainen and Carlo. Couturier had a good game. Pastrnak had a goal and an assist. Coyle had a goal and an assist. And the shutout for Jeremy Swayman. So, cool. So that is that. So let's look at the schedule real quick. So I'll probably sim the rest of November off camera, and then maybe we come back and play one of these 2. Haven't figured out which one. We'll play one of these 2, either Seattle or the Islanders, and then we'll play another game in December, and then that will be that episode. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. I appreciate you hanging out, watching, and just supporting me as my subscription numbers grow slowly but steadily. When I started this playthrough, I had, I want to say, 23 subscribers. I'm up to 70 now, which for me is good. I'd like to see those numbers continue to grow, so if you could leave a like, subscribe, all those things that help the algorithm, I would appreciate it. And we'll talk soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.